Our target audience would be 23 to 35-year-olds and be primarily for a male audience, but also a female audience who have an interest to watch espionage thriller films. It's predominantly targeted to a white audience and to other races, for example an Asian audience, so that our audience has a diversity. Also, it's targeted to a British audience because our sequence is a British film, which represents our niche audience. The interest for the audience to be attracted to our product would primarily be mystery, technology, action, and suspense. I believe our sequence would appeal to a mainstream audience because espionage thriller is a mainstream genre that a wide range audience would enjoy to watch. Also, the secondary audience would be a mainstream audience because the genre of our sequence is an espionage thriller, and it's also a mainstream genre because it appeals to a wide range audience. Also, the other films our secondary audience would be interested in would be films like Skyfalls, Taken 2, and Bourne Legacy. All those films mentioned are espionage thrillers. Also, these films are all major films, which represents that our final product will appeal to a mainstream audience representing our secondary audience. Our product would appeal to our target audience because in our sequence we have the conventions that will appeal to our target audience, such as mystery and action. Also, in our sequence we use themes from other successful espionage thrillers which would attract the target audience. For example, we use action within our sequence because we have a fighting scene in our sequence. Also, our product will appeal to our target audience because our storyline is original. This is because for our storyline, our protagonist, Agent Hong, is hacking a computer system and is stealing data and putting it onto a microchip. Then she goes to a cafe for a secret meeting with her partner, Agent Smith, and exchanges the microchip in secret by hiding it in the cup of tea which Agent Smith drinks to gain the microchip. However, when Agent Smith goes to deliver the data, he gets attacked by Natalia, who is our female antagonist, and she steals the microchip from him. I believe this will appeal to our target audience because this would attract them to watch an espionage thriller which is different from other espionage thrillers, which demonstrates our selling point because our storyline is original. For our final product, we decided in a group on what locations we would use to link with our genre. Also, the locations we used in our sequence, the audience can relate or be familiar with. For example, one of the locations we used is the office. This links with the convention of an espionage thriller because in other espionage thriller films like Skyfalls, they use an office location to represent the professional nature of spies. Also, the audience can be familiar with the location for some who work in the office. Also, we appeal to our target audience because in our sequence we have an Asian female protagonist. This will appeal to a Asian female audience because our protagonist is a key character in our product. Also, it will appeal to a female audience because our female protagonist is intelligent with technology because she hacks a computer, which will appeal to our female audience because our female protagonist is represented as a strong and superior character, which would attract our target audience to watch our final product. Also, we would appeal to our male audience because in our sequence we have a male protagonist who is also a key character in our final product. This would appeal to our male target audience because our protagonist is a strong and secretive character. However, there is a shift of power when our male protagonist gets attacked by a female antagonist, which would represent our male protagonist to be powerless and inferior, and female antagonist to be superior and powerful, which would appeal to our female audience because our female antagonist overpowers our male protagonist because it isn't conventional in espionage thrillers, and this would attract our target audience.